Welcome to my home. It's not really put together right now. No, I don't think so. I used to it's just like kind of like this lifestyle now.
We are here shooting Vigo for Fleabag, and it's a collection that comes out tomorrow.
Start from where we just were, so like hand in the
The first time I heard about Basketcase was in New York, and I wasn't living there yet. I was just visiting, and heard about a pop-up from a friend. I got to meet like a good amount of the team that time. And that was like my first true introduction. A couple months after that, I moved to New York, and I was doing freelance styling. And when I saw that Basketcase was coming back to town for another pop-up, this time in Brooklyn, I hit up Zach with like a pitch for a shoot, but there wasn't enough time in the trip, and so basically Zach just invited me to come style an editorial alongside him at the warehouse that they were doing the pop-up at, and it was great. It was I remember being super stoked on it, and like it was like super easy flow, really easy to work with Zach.
So you can go green if you want.
Yeah, I'm down to go elephant pants for the blue shirt. That's great.
But it's funny, my first official role with Basketcase was doing the TikToks, man. I was doing TikToks. I was getting shipped clothes and putting shit on in my room in New York. And that was a pretty crazy intro. Zach would just ship me boxes of clothes and I'd put it on. And it was pretty fun at the time, but I was like, this is not for me.
How do I look? So sick, dude. So sick. No, but this is really sick. This is really sick. So I've been trying to find this sort of like, I don't know what era, but it's a Polish camo. And it has this like it has this sort of like inner lapel. I'm butchering the technical terms. Max would be really upset about it, that I'm not doing this the right way. But one, this print looks like a cheetah, like leopard camo almost. But it was used by the Polish military, I want to say in like the 50s or something like that. But I like that it looks kind of like fucking party rock. It's kind of unserious. But I scoured the world for this camo trying to find an original print to try and reference. I could never find anything for under like a few $1,000s. And the apartment I stayed at in Japan, there was a vintage seller that was staying in like a cottage next to me, and he had a pair of pants in the camo. So this, I don't even know if this is gonna fucking sell, to be honest. It might do okay, but I'm so deep in the plot at this point that it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. This is going to market regardless, man. We have this as a base too, in just like olive, which is really nice. This lapel here, I'm gonna try and share it and do a better job here. Let me just model it, man, shit. Holy shit, let me just model, man. I'll show you some bad shit too next. Some straight bricks. Okay, so check it out. Okay. So there's an inside flap here. Man, so not media trained. We have like a pretty small creative team. Inside of our creative team, we have 2 or 3 people who I consistently work with on product who I would consider part of our in-house creative team. So that is Ian, who I think we'll have met on this episode at some other point. And then Will Scherer and Will McNally, who both live in New York. And I've worked with them in a collaborative way for 2 to 3 years, and they work with me directly as it pertains to just like conceptual ideas around product, hunting vintage pieces or designer pieces, or even like informative graphic direction. They essentially work as like research and development for the brand, and almost like assistant designers, and they've helped bring a lot of product to the table. Henry is, I would say, part of that loop. He is bringing ideas to the table at times for product and graphics. As time has gone on, a big part of his roles and responsibility has been editorial, a part of our writer's room as a company in deciding what is the conceptual direction for this photo shoot, and his job is sort of supporting and bringing those projects to life. Another part of Henry's job is actually just purely editorial focus. So instead of taking the product first and saying, how can we build a world around this product, Henry will say, well, what if we just built a world? And I think just in general, like, he really loves product. And there are certain products, certain music, certain ideas that when he's confronted with them or interacts with them, it really like lights him up. And he does a good job at like sharing that spark. And I think what's hard, especially the more I am in this space and in this industry, is it's very much so like, I'll help you do this to get to the next thing. But Henry just loved it for what it was, man.
I don't know if I ever gonna stop. Reminding myself everything is life.
I was super interested in zoology before anything art or pop culture related. And for years, I wanted to be a zoologist, and then I wanted to be a zookeeper, and then I wanted to be a veterinarian. And those were my things. And so I guess the zoo is reminiscent of that. Like, it's like the one thing that I still do to kind of keep in touch with that side.
And he's a piece of shit. Table by the door. Wallet on the ground. Bag of rubber bands.
Can you continue sipping your coffee?
Yeah. I have a lot of rituals. And I think they all kind of add to like what I do professionally, I think. My like, I don't know, especially with my role, which as of late is like specifically more like focusing on editorials. I kind of consume a lot of media. And like, whether it be watching a movie or reading a book or listening to music, like those are kind of the things that fuel that for me. And so this is like, my mornings are a good moment to like read as much as I can to kind of like maybe inspire new thoughts for the day. And maybe it won't, but like some days it does. And like all it takes is like one like big idea to come like every other week to like fuel what needs to happen. Of just like, this is the, you know, this is the concept, this is what I want to do. Like it like really helps me with like just kind of a random one, but like settings. Like it'll like make me think of settings that I would have never have thought of.
yeah, I don't know. Like my work brain and like my, whatever you want to call it, leisure brain they're not really separated. Like it's like I'm always kind of like on that mode. Like if it's my evening and I'm like watching a movie and I really like how something's specifically shot, or if I'm reading, or even if I'm listening to a song and it like describes the scene perfectly, like I'm gonna like start writing and just like try to ideate out of it as much as I can to like make it something tangible and concrete. So yeah, those are kind of my rituals. Kind of all revolves around pop culture. Just
You need a seat?
no, I'm okay.
And cream sugar over.
Awesome, thank you. You have a good day.
Thank you, enjoy.
I'm gonna fly to Oklahoma. We have a collection next week, uniform. And there's a photographer and a model we shoot with in Oklahoma City. And just like really clean e-com. So, gonna head to the airport around 2:30, have a layover. I land at 11 p.m. I'm gonna go straight to bed, wake up tomorrow, shoots at 8 a.m. and my flight home is at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So it's gonna be pretty much rapid fire from now until tomorrow. But just shoot prep. Styled it last night. Zach helped with the styling and just gonna execute it tomorrow. Low-key, the most ahead we've been on an editorial in a while though. We usually do stuff same week, so a week before is pretty nice. So I'm bummed about flying. I'm low-key horrified of flying. I have a terrible fear of dying in the air, but it'll be nice to be ahead. But with a layover, technically 4 flights today. Oh my god, and 4 flights. No, sorry, 2 flights today, 2 flights tomorrow. 4 in total. So bummed, but I'll survive. Hopefully.
As ever, the red is strong, the blue is pure. Some things last a long time. Some things